Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. It's Curiously Michelle, and I'm back with another episode of Procrastinating, but crafting. Other things I should be doing. This is more fun. Thanks for stopping in. I'm glad you're here. So I woke up this morning to a newsletter from Tracie Fox Creative with a March freebie. You can see it here. This is printed 2 per page. Actually, I think this is printed in like photo printing settings as 5x7, and then it comes out with 2 per page. This is the full sheet, and you may notice it looks weird. And I'll explain that in a moment. This one it's flipped and printed backwards on purpose. Because we're going to make, or I've been playing around double-sided dangles. So I will link Tracie's video below where she shows where to get the printable and what she made with it. And she made dangles. Minor, very minor, slightly tiny bit different. I had an idea, so I've been playing around with it, and I haven't got all the way through the completion of my idea yet. Which may or more likely not happen on this video. So I got started and it's just been a few hours now, and like this is as far as I've gotten, and I wanted to make a video as well. Okay, so Tracie Fox Creative Digital, if you get her newsletter, then you have an email, and it's March freebie stationery tag. It's a JPEG file, and so I was able to go into my photo editing software and just flip horizontally. So it took the image and flipped it so that I could have a front and a back. For 2 of the pins, it doesn't matter. Like if you just print the sheet twice, then it'll work. But for this pin that had the little holder on the side and this one, I needed a mirror image so that I could flip it and glue them back to back. Okay, so that's what I did. I printed it, and then I edited it to flip horizontally, and then I printed it again and I fussy cut. Then I have a problem, y'all. I have a problem. It's an addiction. It's totally unhealthy. I do not want to show you the 10 or 15 or more of these empty boxes that I have. Oh Lord, they're yummy. They're yummy. So I cut some up so that I could make these a little bit more sturdy. I use junk mail that comes as glue books. So I'm going to be super generous with my oohoo. And glue it down. Okay. You guys will see I did plan ahead just a tiny bit, but then I got tired of planning ahead. So I have this one that's already glued, so I'll fussy cut it. And then you might I hope you can tell it's a little sparkly. I took, which one did I take? I took some metallic acrylic paint and just put some on, let's see, where's the printable? On the pin. See if you can tell. See? Just a little zhuzh up. Okay, so back to here. Oh, I didn't do it on this one so that I could show you. See, I planned ahead some of the steps, and then I'm still gonna forget what they were. So it's just a tiny bit of that to give the metal parts. And I try not to put it on too thick because the digital has a lot of detail already. So I'm not trying to cover up that detail. I'm just trying to give it a little sparkle. Okay, did I do it on the nib? I didn't do it on the nib. Okay. There we go. Now, just kind of line that up as best I can. Will it be perfect? Not for me. Maybe your fussy cutting skills are way better than mine. Okay, and then so the edges are bright white. You can either, do this again, or I used sepia. Okay, so if you noticed, well, this one has a little sparkle because I put the paint on it, but these are shiny. That one's bumpy. Okay, so I used embossing powders. So on this one, and I think that the embossing powder really brought out some details in the texture of the printable that Tracie made. So this one is clear, thick, ultra thick embossing powder from Ranger, and it's a little bumpy when it dries. And then this one is a little less, and I think it has to do with the grain is antique linen distress. So the granule size of the glaze is much smaller than the granule size of the ultra thick clear. So I have my Versamark. Where, oh where? Okay, so I have a deli paper. Just gonna dip it in there. I have ceramic tipped tweezers. I love these for embossing. I mean, love them. Come in frame. I think so. Save all that powder. This is a cork tile from like the home improvement store, Home Depot or Lowe's. It's very good for like a background when you're heating things. So while I was heating that, I noticed that I did not get the Versamark coated very well, and thus my powder didn't evenly coat either. So We'll let it cool a second and we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Or did I flip it the wrong way? I did maybe, because this has a lot on it. Huh. Okay. I do not know what it is. I turn on the camera and my brain just like forgets everything. I get in a hurry. I don't know why I'm so rushed. I really don't. And I have been sitting here for a couple hours making these things. And like it's been fun. And now I cut on the camera and I like can't remember which side I inked. 3 seconds ago. I can't remember. Oh, goodness. The adventures in learning to be a YouTube creator. Let it cool a second. Well, I fussy cut this one. Okay. So that side's embossed appropriately now. Let's do the other side appropriately. For this one, I'm going to use the thick. It's this, just in a different container. So for this one, the thick granules take a little longer to heat, and if you hold your heat tool too close, then you will blow most of the granules away before they ever melt. So that's a little bit why it takes longer, because you have to hold your gun further away, and then as you see it starting to melt and they're not flying away, you can get closer. There we go. So for these, I did put little eyelets. I have like, they're not quite silver. And then also the ball chain I have is silver. So I used a little foundry wax to try to color it. I used alcohol ink on this one, so it's a different color, but it's not as bright silver. I don't like this stuff, but I've had it for so long, I try to use it, and I'm just reminded that I don't like it. I probably don't have a good reason why I don't like it. I don't like the texture when you're putting it on. It gets chalky really quickly. But like it's sitting on my shelf, and then every now and then I'm reminded that I have it, and I was like, oh, I have it, I should use it, and then I use it and I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I had it so long, because I very rarely use it because I don't like it. And I thought I got this because I thought I might like it better than alcohol ink. I do like alcohol ink. I love watching YouTube videos of people making pretty things with alcohol ink. But I can't take the smell. So I have my big bites, and I have it on the 1/8. So I have a couple alcohol inks that I've also had for a super long time. Because I just can't handle the smell. I'll get a headache. Nobody wants a crafting headache. Oops, that's doubled up. What's happening? Shenanigans. Shenanigans are happening. Okay, there. So I will likely color these off camera. Oh, so I cut my hole and then I go to the front and then I put it in there. See if it's gonna work for me this time. Ah! What's happening? Yeah. Ah! Like I did these two and it mostly worked. I did the exact same thing on this one and I don't know what happened. There, okay, saved it. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, and then I have my little basket of metal things. So what I put on the other one, I like this heart had like little scripty writing on it, and I thought that was neat with the pen. And then this one, just the key was a good color. So I want to do another key and heart. What's in here? What's in here? Well, that's like a patinaed key. Little tiny key, little old. These came from Amazon or Temu. Of course, if it came from Amazon, it probably came from Temu. Just got upcharged. Oh, I could put a little number or hashtag. So I got all of this stuff out because I had an idea, which I'm not going to do now because, I mean, I'll do eventually. I'm not going to do like right now on this video. Because I have this chain, like it's like a linky, not that. It's like a linky chain, a chain with links. And I thought about making like a spine dangle with maybe a pin on it, and then I made these two. This printable, this image is from the printable, the freebie printable. So I thought about these, but the circles, the images are bigger than them, so I just kind of made it myself. Like I just cut it out and I took this off one of them and I glued two of them back to back. Let's see. So on the printable it looks like this. There's 4 circles. If you print them full size, Tracie in her video said you can use your, I think she said 1.5 inch punch. None of my punches fit the size that they came out of my printer. I used foundry racks on this thing again, and I don't know if I didn't melt it long enough or it was turning too crumbly as I was trying to get it all around the ring. So maybe like the time from putting it on there and the time between to actually heating up, like the whatever chemical reaction-y stuff that science happens. Maybe it was too long, and so then when you heat it up, it doesn't heat to adhere properly. I don't know. I don't. It may be completely user error. It may just be the way the product is. I don't know. But it's still, like I did heat it up, and it's still grainy and flaking off. So it's user error, or I just do not like the product. So I was going to put the foundry wax around the edges to have the, you know, the faux metal edges, but then no. So then I just did paint. I don't know if you could tell. And I used embossing glaze. So here is one not glazed, which, I mean, Tracie's got nice like texture and distress on the images already. Like, it didn't need me to distress it more, but I like it. I like it. So I was thinking with this little chain link, though I don't, now that I'm looking at this more closely, I don't like the size of this chain, that I could, you know, put a pin on it, put one of these on it, put the numbers on it, put a key and a heart on it, and have like a little spine jewelry dangle thing. And I may still do that, but not on video. So let's finish what I'm doing. So did I want to put a doodad on it too? Well, I didn't, so I guess I don't. Actually, I'm feeling very rushed right now. I don't know why. I don't know why. Ball pins. And I have a bag of ball pins. Let's grab a key. Let's grab a key for this one. I don't want to grab a heart. Oh, that's nice. I think I want to grab a heart. I really do love these little scripty hearts with the pin. So dump them all out. Dump them all out. There's one that says, there we go, made with love. And do that one on there. So ball pin on the little dangle, on the little ta-da. So there we go. Thank you so much, Tracie, for the freebie. I have a few more ideas. I can just put a ball pin on this one too. I have one journal that I started a while ago that I haven't worked in. But I think that this freebie, because like it's a tag, there's more elements. It's a pocket. These could be tags. There's more. I thought about making some like hidden paper clips with these. I can make more dangles and make them smaller. So there's more elements to the freebie. And I think that I have a journal that the vibe may vibe with. So I might make some more things with the freebie and put them in that one journal. But I might not either. Okay, so trying to line them all up pretty. Okay. There you go. Little fancy pin dangles. Can you see? Thanks for stopping in, hanging out. I appreciate you. See you next time.